Welcome everyone. This video is about Europe, but not the continent Europe, because I think it is very well known, but about the Europe moon, the Europe satellite. Let's read the first line. Europe, or Jupiter the second, is the sixth closest moon of the planet Jupiter, and the smallest of the four Galilean satellites, but still the sixth largest moon in the solar system. So let's explain this first line, and all the Wikipedia articles start with the line that is the most important of all. So, is the sixth closest moon of the planet Jupiter. So Jupiter is a very large planet of the solar system. It's very big and it has lots of moons. The four biggest are called Galilean satellites or Galilean moons because they were discovered by Galileo Galilei. But still, the sixth largest moon in the solar system. So it's still very big, okay? Europa was discovered in 1610 by Galileo Galilei and possibly independently by Simus Marius. Okay. It is slightly smaller than the moon and is made of silicate. And this moon is interesting because perhaps there is extraterrestrial life, which could conceivably serve as an abode for extraterrestrial life. So here you can see that there's been some thinking about going there, and actually a mission to Europa is due to launch in 2022. Well, 2022. I do not know if this is going to be true or false, but here it is. Let's go. Discovery and naming. So it is a Galilean moon, so it was discovered by Galileo Galilei on the 8th January of the 1610, and by Simon Marius. That I don't even know who he is, but well, on the Greek mythology, Europa, who was caught by Zeus and became the queen of Crete, because you must know that a very interesting thing about Jupiter is that Jupiter was, as you know, a god of the ancient Greeks, and every single satellite of it is named after a lova of Jupiter, because Jupiter had loads and loads and loads of lovas. So really, it's simple to give names in this way. So the other three Galilean moons are Io, Ganymede, and Callisto. Yeah, these are details not so interesting. Yeah. Perhaps it can be referred by Roman numeral and Jupiter. So Jupiter, the first is this Ganymede, Jupiter the second is this Europe, and Jupiter the third is this Ganymede. And then there is the fourth, Callisto. Europe has an eccentricity of only 0.009. Eccentricity may seem like a hard word, but it's actually fairly simple. If an eccentricity is 0, a thing is a circle. If an eccentricity is 1, well, it can't be 1, but if an eccentricity is very near to 1, then you have something very deformed, very ellipsal, okay? The orbit itself is nearly circular, as already said, and the orbital inclination is very small, less than 1 grade. Europa is tidally locked to Jupiter, with one hemisphere of Europa constantly facing Jupiter. Well, this is quite simple, okay? So Europe has two faces to hemisphere. An hemisphere is middle of a planet, and only one of these faces Jupiter, okay? Also, this is not in scale, okay? Jupiter is much bigger, okay? Then, let's see. Yes, it makes resonance with Io. Resonance means that they come close and they interference each other. So let's look to this animation, okay? You can see that they are near. Wait, they are near, and they influence each other, okay? So what are the physical characteristics of Europe? Well, this is just slightly smaller than the half moon. This is a very good picture to watch it. This is the moon, this is Europe, this is the Earth, so you can understand how big Europe is. Look at it for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then the internal structure is, well, we're not totally sure of it, because of course we're talking about the internal structure, and it's hard to understand what's under it. But it is believed that Europe has an outer layer of water. Okay? And then the surface features is one of the smoothest objects on the solar system when considering the lack of large-sized features such as mountains of craters. So this line means that Europe is very round, really round. So while here on the Earth we can have as an example the Mount Everest or the Alps or other mountains or very deep things. Europe is not like this. Europe is very, how can I say this, plain and smooth. Okay, there are only a few craters. No, there are only what can I say? Well, it's very plain. Then the linea. Well, this is lineas. Lines, sorry, a problem with the pronunciation. So these are really nothing too much interesting. They're just lines on Europe. Okay, then let's go further. What other it has? It has lenticulae, freckles, and these small things and small peaks. They are, as I already said, very low, only 250 meters. Well, it's very low, really. Then I want to go straight to the most interesting part. I want to go to the most interesting part. Sorry, I don't find. I'm very sorry about this. Sorry, I misclicked a link. And now I am not on the page anymore. I'm very sorry for this. Okay? Why isn't it finding? Why? Okay, so I'm so hugely sorry that I wasted time in this video, but here we are to start again. So after this little break that I misclicked the link, here we can go and talk about the subsurface ocean. Of course, I want to repeat it, we are not sure about it. We are not. But most planetary scientists believe that a layer of liquid water exists beneath Europa's surface. Okay? Because the tidal flexing, remember this, I told you before, tidal is when you phase one hemisphere with the planet and it is the same hemisphere all the time. So this hits Europe up and allows the subsurface ocean to remain liquid. Okay? The surface temperature is very cold. and the equator is even colder. But you know what? Probably there's life under it, because we know that the light and the radiations of Jupiter hit Europe, and they create, here we go, oxygen. Okay, because Europe as a sea, atmosphere composed mostly of molecular oxygen. This, of course, is not biological, okay? They are not aliens, as you may call them. Well, they don't exist. So, what's true is that it is chemical reaction that is created by the light that hits the eyes and releases this oxygen. Okay? And here there is a big talk about the potential for extraterrestrial life. And yeah, we're going to go there. What's very important about these? Well, probably the first part, where it says that it has the possibility for the extraterrestrial life, and that they probably send a probe there, because it's very likely that they'll find life. Also, I'm sorry, but I skipped a thing. I skipped the plans that are pretty short but pretty interesting. So if you look very closely here, perhaps if you go to the actual Wikipedia page, you see it much better. Well, let's click it, so that I can, okay. Do you see here? This is a plum, this is water. This is liquid water that goes off of Europe. And I think this is very cool, isn't it? They can go up to 20 times as high as the Mount Everest. Isn't this crazy? 20 times higher, 200 kilometers or 120 miles. Okay? So the exploration is what we already said. We were going to go there, and these are very old proposals. They are very old. Nuclear powered Europe lander, or a mad probe that will melt the ice. So that's it. If you watch it until the end, I want to thank you. I want to thank you very much, because I really enjoyed making this video, and if someone watched them, I really like these. Also, sorry for this little thing at the middle of the video that I changed page. I'm very sorry for this. And here I go. Thanks for watching.